I guess my first question is, what was the most difficult shot that you had during the filming of herself?
You know, I would say I can't really share that with you because it would spoil it for the viewers, but you have to kind of interpret that
Oh,
yourself.
it's
Um,
that shot. Okay.
so those shots, because of the time and the danger and everything, and but I mean, the great thing about this was that it wasn't like covering acting. It was like chasing somebody round and staying close to them. I had, um, it was very like I wanted to just stay so close to Sandra, so close to Claire. I left the room with her. I came into the room with her. I kind of, that was my sort of mantra for how the movie was going to be, that the audience would feel her experience if we stuck with her. Um, some of the kids stuff was challenging because kids are, you know, they get tired, they drift off, they can't work all the hours that adults can, but those children were incredible. And the tinier one is going to be Lady Gaga in the next life. She's just quite remarkable talent.
Well, I mean, you hit the jackpot with casting as far as I was concerned, and you've opened the door to another question that I have to ask. And every one of your projects, do you have like a mantra you stick with? I mean, you've had quite a diverse filmography, but I have to ask.
Yeah, I mean, this is a very different, you know, it goes without saying, very different. A lot of people want to try and get bigger and bigger budgets and get closer and closer to
Mhm.
blockbuster. And I've been doing, in many ways, the opposite, trying to come
Yeah.
down to earth and feeling that I would be more in my element in a lower budget indie world where I can work very much as I work in the theatre, where you're kind of, you've got your crew and your actors and everybody's part of the team and everyone's opinion is interesting. And so it was kind of like building a family, this. And that I would say would be the mantra for this. That word that's in the film, mehel, Irish word,
Hmm.
meaning when people come together to help their neighbors to accomplish a task. In many ways, they say, you know, it takes a village to make a movie. Well, a movie is a mehel, and everybody was helping us to make it. And so much goodwill because we shot it in Dublin, Claire's hometown. She's a big theatre star there, but she'd not done any real serious anything on the screen. So everybody's like, we've got to get Claire on the screen. And it was a really good community experience, which, you know, in this time of pandemic, it's like, God, what do we need to come together to make things happen? Because we literally cannot do these things on our own. We can't solve the world on our own.
We'll tell you that not only is this one of my favorite films of the year, it's a historic interview as far as I'm concerned because I've never got a chance to interview a Dame in the room. So so thank you for making history, Dame Walter. I really do appreciate it. My first
Thank
question,
you.
no problem. Where's the origins of the story come from? Because this is a truly fascinating, unique, just emotional story, and I guess that goes to Claire.
Yeah, it comes from a dear friend of mine being in a similar situation to Sandra, where she had nowhere to move to. She had to leave one place, go to another very quickly. She had three kids, hardworking mother, you know, really independent, and suddenly she had to be rendered homeless and move into temporary accommodation into a hotel. I was really angry about her situation, and that's what kind of inspired me to fantasize about self building and Google it and discover that somebody had, like Dominic Stevens, this amazing architect, and he had built a house for himself for only 25,000 euros. So once I saw that was possible, I was like, whoa, hang on a second, we can do this differently. And then I suppose it just kind of came to me then when I was learning lines for a bloody script in New York, you know, during pilot season. It was like, oh my God, yeah, a woman decides to help herself and therefore a community forms around her. But what is driving her to do that? She has to be leaving a horrible situation. And it's that, you know, so I gave her the obviously the world of domestic violence, because I've been working with a lot of women that had suffered that in workshops that I've been doing with Harriet and Phyllida Lloyd when we were doing all female Shakespeare trilogies. So it was sort of, there was a lot of things around me at the time that fed into it, and that's why it seems so issue based, but actually it was just all around me at the time, and it inspired me to write that story.
So my next question is for you, Dame Walter. Your Dasha.
Can I just say something? Can I just say something?
Yes, go ahead.
Because I like it better when people call me Dame Harriet rather
Dame
than
Harriet?
Dame Walter.
Okay,
Dame Harriet is it's like Sir Ian. You don't say Sir
okay,
McKellen.
okay.
Right. Yeah.
Sorry, Dame Harriet.
I'm giving you an important lesson in British hierarchy.
All right, well, Dame Harriet.
I'm kidding.
Okay, well, I need to learn. This is important stuff. So let's go back. Dame Harriet, you've been Dasha, you've done Shakespeare, you've done it all. This script comes along. What was it about this particular script where you were like, I have to do this?
Well, I'm a collaborator, and I love more than anything. If people say, what do you want to do next? I say, who do I want to work with next? That's my answer. So I'd been working with Phyllida and Clare. I pretty much think whatever they brought to my door, I would have said yes, because I love that team. But it's also, I love the fact that actually I was at one point housing Clare. She was staying in this room writing.
Really?
And so what I love is, yeah, because we were rehearsing together, and she's from Dublin. We were rehearsing in London. She needed somewhere to live. I had a spare room. So what I love is that movies can be dreams, you know, that you've just heard that she dreamt this up, you know, and then to move from dreaming to writing to filming to marketing, that is a wonderful, exciting trajectory. And I think because I was in on the beginnings of the dream, I found sort of being part of fulfilling it really a gift.